My name's Bruce Schwerdt. I work at Reset/own Reset Vintage Apparel here in Maplewood, Missouri. And on top of owning and managing, we just, do everything. Reset is a vintage collectible store. Basically, we sell vintage clothing, kind of modern streetwear, Supreme, Bape, Antisocial, and then we do like Jordans, Yeezys. Essentially, if you can't go run up to the mall and get it, we'll have it. We want to make sure you can't go anywhere else to get the stuff. And we're located in St. Louis, but essentially Maplewood, Missouri, down in the business district at the corner of Bellevue and Manchester. We opened in June, I think it was June 24th of 2017. So a year and a half, almost going on 2 years almost. I was at a point in my life, I had some jobs. They were cool. I got paid well, but it just wasn't fun. And I was doing this on the side for a couple years, had a big eBay store, had people coming over to my house to buy stuff. I essentially did it both out of need and want for myself and for the community. There wasn't anything like this in St. Louis. I was kind of sick of working the jobs I was working. Figured at my age, if I don't do this now, I'll never get a chance to do it. Might as well do it, take a chance. I can always go find another bad job. And that's what I did, and here we are. I chose to open a store in this location because I wanted to be off the beaten path. Originally, everybody's like, go to Del Mar. You need to be on Del Mar. And I was like, no, I don't want to be on Del Mar. Because I would go into the stores on Del Mar on the weekend, and there'd just be people in there rifling through everything, destroying the stores. And I'm like, I don't want that. I don't rely on walk-in traffic. The walk-in customer is probably going to walk in, look around, and go, what the hell is this, and walk out. I wanted to be off the beaten path. I wanted to be more of a destination, almost a place, a word-of-mouth place, where if you were coming here for a reason. I wanted you to come here knowing you're coming here to check out this space or coming here to get something. I didn't want to be like essentially what would be like a chain store on Del Mar or at the gallery or something. Like, it's just, I wanted to be unique, our own space, and a destination. So we ended up with this space because I was driving all around Maplewood looking, Maplewood, Webster, and just in this vicinity pretty much like almost every other night looking for places. And I went down to look at this spot right past us that sucked, but I was set on it because it was my best option. And as I'm turning around to go back and look at it, a big sign in this window catches my eye because they were doing construction out front because you couldn't even drive on the street. So I parked, ran over this huge hole, walked up here, checked it out, and a week later I signed a lease. I don't know if there's anything that sets us apart, really. I mean, we kind of just do our thing. Every store essentially kind of does it the same way. I think like some stores kind of focus just on the vintage and they'll tap into a little bit of Supreme or a couple pairs of shoes. Or some might just focus more on the shoes and have a couple things. We just kind of say, fuck it. And we just went all in and did it all. We were always into all of it. It was sort of it's nice to have people come in and look at Supreme, and then the next thing you know, they're buying vintage, or come in for a pair of shoes, and then the next thing you know, they got to find a shirt to go with the shoes. It's kind of a one-stop shop here for everything. And I don't really know if there's anything that necessarily sets us apart from other stores. The only thing I could possibly think of, and this is just me being me and what I like, is I don't really spam the Instagram. Like, I might do, if we do 2 posts a day, that's a lot. Like, some stores put up 50 posts of everything they get. I'm more or less is more. One picture of all the cool shit, see it, and then even the pictures, that's probably half of what we put out. We don't even photograph at all. We just kind of, sometimes cool stuff comes in and we're like, no, we're not even going to photograph it. Let's just throw it up on a shelf and we'll let one of the regulars, one of the people who always support us come in to get the steal. So it's just, we want people to keep coming in and keep looking, but I don't want to spam the Instagram. That just bothers me, but that's about it. We tried to count one day, dude, and I think like all the racks of t-shirts, I think they hold like 75 each. So if you 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 times 75, that's 750 plus another, over 1,000 plus all the shoes, plus all that. Maybe 1,500, 2,000, I don't know. A lot of stuff. And the store split in half. There's half vintage, half Supreme, hype, Bape, Antisocial stuff, and then shoes. Famous, yeah, we had a couple like rappers come in. Smino, Oliver Francis comes in a lot, he's cool. We had, this one rapper, Money Game Boo, came through, or not, Moneybag Yo maybe, or I don't know. We've had some rappers come through. A lot of people shoot music videos in here. We had a couple Cardinals players come through, Harrison Bader, Alex Reyes, they came in and cashed out. And if anybody else famous came in, I probably didn't know, man. I don't really chase stars too much, so. Alex Reyes bought like almost $2,000 worth of Supreme stuff. That's all he bought was Supreme. And Harrison Bader bought a pair of Yeezys, I think, and then a couple vintage tees. As a person, it's definitely given me more happiness and freedom in my personal life, that's for sure. You know, it's nice to know when I'm working for myself and for my employees. I take really good care of my guys because without them, this store's nothing. I couldn't do it by myself. So, you know, it's in a sense like made me better that way by, how do I want to put this, like, putting my time and effort into something and seeing it flourish for myself personally rather than making the money for somebody else and just getting a check and having no real reward for it. Like here, you just kind of, I feel a sense of pride in this place, and I know my employees do too. And on top of that, man, we just see, it's sort of helped me grow too, like seeing a lot of people that come in here and just building relationships with people. Like I know so many more people now. And on top of that, just sort of the, we see and overhear a lot of conversations that go on in here. And it's really sort of, you know, I hear a lot of things and I'm like, dude, don't say that. That's not cool. Like just, you know, just be respectful, be kind to people, man. It's, you know, that's it, man, you know. Well, we're getting ready to open a place in Kansas City. That should happen in a month, 2 months, who knows, but we're going to take our time, do it right. We took over the space, basically the whole building here, so we got the space next to us. Still debating if we want to knock down the wall and expand the store. We got eBay stuff going up nonstop. We got a website that is taking forever to do, but it's moving along. And I don't know, man. I really don't know. Like, even whenever we open, I'm like, I don't need a second store. I don't need a second store. Somebody's like, open up a new location, open up out west, open up here. And I'm like, I did. And then Kansas City presented itself, and now we're doing that. So who knows what's next, but I just basically want to focus on here in Kansas City and the website, get those all settled, and then we'll see what's next.